So I'm tapping with a client right now who's had some resistance to cleaning up the clutter in his house. He knows that it's around grief, around the things he'll be letting go of, that there are charged memories that have to do with his own grief about choices he made or didn't make in his life, and the belief that he screwed up, fucked up, and is officially a failure in the eyes of the universe. So we're going to be challenging those eyes. And if you have these issues, please tap along. And we'll start with even though I don't want to clean up this clutter, I choose to love and accept myself anyway. Even though I don't want to clean up this mess, because it reminds me of the mess in my mind, and it reminds me of the mess that I think I have made of my life. And even though I have a very strong judgment that I've made a mess of my life, and that the mess in my house reminds me of the mess of my life, I choose to love and honor myself. Even though I've been beating myself up so I don't have to move forward in my life, lamenting the past, staying in the confines of the movie of my past, so I can avoid the fear of reinventing myself, taking risks, getting excited, and possibly getting hurt again. I choose to love, honor, and accept myself, all of my feelings, all of my thoughts, the whole mess that I think my life is deserves my love, my forgiveness, my acceptance, my blessing. And I give my blessing to my entire life right now through this tapping. All this resistance to cleaning up the mess. Part of me would rather avoid it than face the demons that I believe this mess is going to bring up. When I think about cleaning up this mess, I feel scared. I feel scared of the mess that I don't know about. The messy thoughts and judgments, the stories that I've repeated about myself and about my choices or lack thereof. It's just so painful to think about going into that regret and guilt and judgment. And I'm open to the possibility that I can release a good chunk of that fear and even the guilt. I'm open to the possibility that as I clean the clutter, I will start to feel exhilarated. There are a lot of good feelings that I have in relationship to my past. And I may just be really surprised at how much fun I have letting all this stuff go. I may be much more powerful than I've been thinking I am. And maybe I have the power to tell my inner critic to, shh, I'm having fun here. Maybe I have the power to turn my thinking around about my past. I am opening to the possibility that I can throw this stuff out and be neutral about it. I'm open to the possibility that I can clean this stuff up and be proud of myself for facing my dragons and demons and bringing loving acceptance to what seemed unacceptable. Maybe it was only unacceptable because I haven't faced it yet. I haven't looked it square on in the eyes and really looked at this judgment that I'm a failure and that as I go through my past, it's going to prove it. I can see myself right now putting my hands on my hips, sticking my tongue out, and laughing at that self-judgment. I can open my heart to the possibility that I know deep down it's not true, it's not real, and that I have no business telling my autobiography as if my life is a series of failures. That may be my ego's memoir, but my heart knows better. And I'm ready and willing to listen to my heart and not so much my ego's version of my history. And even if my ego is right, even if I'm a failure, I have spent all that time failing so I can reach this moment in time, clean the slate, clear out the mess, and do things differently. Because even if I admit that I've been a failure, I have to admit that I've gained a lot of wisdom, humility, and other gifts from failing. I have to admit that I am a deeper, richer person and have learned a lot of things along my way. And as I own my wisdom, my humility, my kindness towards others, I am more and more willing to be kind to myself. I am more and more willing to look at my past with kind, benevolent eyes, realizing that I did my best. And my best is getting better every day. And I'd rather put my time and attention and energy and focus on what's in front of me and what's mine to do now. And clearing any reason why I couldn't or shouldn't put all of my energy on moving forward. There may be a lot of reasons why I think that I've failed, but no good ones, no real ones. It's been Judgment Day every day in my head for a long time. And I officially declare from this day on, I am facing non-judgment day. Letting go of the judgments. Letting go of the persecution and the prosecution. Getting out of the courtroom, case closed and dismissed. I am settling my case out of court. I'm settling my case in a playground instead. because I am here to be playful and creative. And I trust myself to monetize my creativity. My play can pay. I can be paid to play. So I breathe that in, the relief, the excitement, the creativity of knowing that the next steps in front of me are going to be playful, stimulating, exciting. Fear. I know you're in there, but you're not my boss anymore. You can have a voice at the table, but you're not the only shareholder on the committee. And you're certainly no longer the CEO of my life. My heart has been named the CEO. So I'm cleaning up the mess around me with love and forgiveness, with patience and tenderness. And whether I do one small thing each day to clean up the clutter, or do a whole big chunk over a period of time, I feel the momentum. I feel the inevitability of this cleanup. I feel it propelling me forward. I feel the relief and the joy of being in a house that is free of my past. I feel the joy of being in a mind that is free of focusing on my past. The present moment is where I am. And it is so. And I can say now to my inner critic, so what? The past is over. Goodbye. The rest of my life is the best of my life, and I'm turning my attention towards that in body, mind, and spirit.